So before we get started, click that subscribe button and let's begin. Okay, so now that we've decided to homeschool Kaylee, I have been doing a whole bunch of research and now I'm stressed again. But not because I don't want to homeschool, but because of everything that I want to buy now in order to homeschool. I bought a $50 kindergarten full curriculum. It is 8 months of curriculum all planned out for you. So that is awesome, but it was, again, $50 out of my pocket. And I looked through it a little bit and it seems like it's going to be kind of perfect. It has the worksheets that she's gonna have to do. Some other things that I want that's only gonna cost me more money is things to kind of keep me organized. So like you see the teachers have the caddy that has a whole bunch of different worksheets in it and a binder to keep track of things for her because Ohio is one of the stricter states as far as homeschool curriculum. So I want to make sure that I keep track of everything that she does and see how she's progressing and basically keep track of grades while not doing grades. Because at the end of every year, I'm pretty sure they need to be evaluated. Now, she's not 6 yet, so she doesn't need to be evaluated this year, but she will next year. But I want her to be evaluated at the end of first grade level, not the end of kindergarten level when she's already gone through kindergarten and first grade. I want her to be as if she were in public school at 5 years old and 6 years old. So I want to be able to keep track of those things, and that means, you know, folders to keep me on track. This is the weekly curriculum, and have like a folder for each week and a binder to keep all of her work on track. A planner would be nice, and some dry erase boards, one for me, one for her. We can kind of practice writing words and sounding out words that I write, and drawing pictures because that's perfect for art. Things like magnifying glasses and binoculars and a balance scale, the typical things that you would see in your elementary science classroom, the simple things. I think we're good on books. Excuse the mess, but we have a ton of them. But I am also a firm believer that you can never have too many books. So there's a whole bunch of books that I want to buy now. And that includes chapter books because even at her age, me reading them to her would be really good for her, be really beneficial. And I think that Isabella would benefit from it as well. Now, I don't know where it is, but I have this big tote. I can't show you, but it's huge. And it just it's so full of art stuff, arts and crafts. I've got so much paper and so many colored pencils and crayons and markers and paint and paintbrushes, etc. I've got art covered, but it would be nice to have like a shelving display that you see in art classes in public school, that you're able to put the art pieces up to dry so that the paint dries and you don't have the pieces sticking to each other. That would be pretty cool. So I've been practically surfing Amazon because there's just so much that aren't really necessary, but would definitely come in handy as far as the next few years homeschooling, to make sure that she has a good variety of things. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is buying just 1 or 2 things at a time throughout the year, because it's our first year and we need to accumulate stuff to kind of help us out and make things a little bit easier, because most of it is organizational stuff that I want. Some of it has to do with curriculum, but I feel like a lot of it is I just want to be organized, especially with everything that I have going on. It'll be a lot easier to make sure we get stuff done if we're organized. But I think that's all for today. Bye.